welcome to the Together Trust Communication Support Series. This session is about using communication boards to support language and play. This video links to our helpful guide and resources. We hope you enjoy and find it useful.
Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm a speech and language therapist working for the Together Trust. You might have already seen some of the resources and guides that we've put together to help support and develop your young person's communication while they're at home. So I thought I'd make a little video just to show you how to use some of the resources that we've made. Today's video is on language modelling during play. So the best place to start is to find out what your young person enjoys, what do they like to play with, and then you can join them in that activity rather than introducing a different activity that they might not like as much. So today I've got a bubbles playboard. Now playboards come in different shapes and sizes. This board has got 9 symbols on the page. Some playboards have more, some playboards have less. Your speech and language therapist will be able to advise on the most appropriate type of board for your young person. Now this is a bubbles board, but there's lots of different types of playboards that can be made for lots of different activities such as Play-Doh, messy play, watching TV. So it's very personal for your young person and what they enjoy. Now when you've got your playboard, the most important thing that you can do is model language. And all that means is point to the symbols while you speak. So I've got my bubbles playboard. I've got my bubbles. So I'm going to point to the symbols while I talk, while playing with my bubbles. I'm going to blow the bubbles. Pop! Oh, let's have some more bubbles. So you point to the symbols while you talk. Another good thing that you can do is to comment on what your child is doing rather than asking them questions. So if they've got the bubble wand and they're blowing the bubbles, you can say, "Oh, you're blowing." If they're popping the bubbles, you can say, "Oh, you're popping the bubbles," to model the language and show them. Now, don't worry if your young person doesn't use the board or doesn't even look at the board initially. That's okay. Young people need lots of repetition and exposure to language in order to learn it. So they need lots and lots of practice. So it's okay if they don't use the board straight away. I wouldn't be expecting them to. What you can do though is pause to give them the opportunity to use the board themselves. So when you're modelling your language, pause and wait a few minutes to give them the opportunity to process what you've said and then give them the opportunity to respond. But again, it's okay if they don't. If your young person does use the board and starts to point to symbols, you can expand on what they've said by adding another symbol. So if they point to blow, you can say, "Oh, you're blowing the bubbles." If they point to more, you could say, "Oh, you want more bubbles." So you're just adding one more symbol onto what they've already used. And lastly, the most important thing is to have fun. Play should be fun and you should enjoy it. It shouldn't be a chore. If you've got any questions, then you can contact your speech and language therapist through school or using the contact details if you already have them. Thank you for watching.
Remind of those top tips. Point to the symbols on the board and talk at the same time. Join in with their play and follow their lead rather than introducing something different. Comment on what's happening during their play rather than asking lots of questions. Leave pauses and give them the opportunity to respond and join in with you. If they say a word or point to a symbol, you can expand on this by adding another word and another symbol. Keep using the board even if your young person doesn't engage with it much to begin with. It's really important they have exposure to the language and see you using it. Have fun. Play should be enjoyable for everybody involved. Check your young person's school website for a copy of the guide and resources. Contact your Together Trust speech and language therapist or email tffadmin@togethertrust.org.uk to request a copy. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.